This is the video for December 28th, 2016, and it's titled End of Year Decisions. For nearly 6 full years, my life has primarily revolved around making daily videos. Except for my hospital time last year, in which I missed 1 to 2 weeks, I haven't missed a single day. As 2016 draws to a close, I am on the fence regarding 2017. Even though my family is here, I am leaning toward a move out of Florida. A friend in New England offered me a place, but I have no intention of moving to a cold climate. If the right opportunities come my way, I will likely leave Florida to live in another southern state. If and when I move, I may stop making daily videos. At the same time, I want to be a part of the hoped-for world changes I have long envisioned all my life. I'm asking for divine guidance, however it may come to me. I'm ready for something new. Indeed, it's almost 3 o'clock in the afternoon here, and this is the latest I've started a video for a little while. I've been, as you may have noticed, I've been doing them in the morning. And I've been pondering all day. I just finished listening to a video with Drake and some of the positive changes that might be heading our way as far as arresting some of the cabal people and taking them to the concentration camps that they've prepared for us, for the regular people. And if that's true, that would, of course, bring a real substantive change to not only the United States, but to the entire world. And I am obviously, and for a long time, have been a cheerleader for a real change in world governance. We need to take out the criminal element, the demonic element, the lying element, those that are greedy and think that everything belongs to them. And that includes the 3 city-states that have ruled the world. It includes the false nation of Israel, which is a terrorist nation, has been all of its existence since 1948. And even when it was dreamed of before that, it means restoring peace to Palestine and to people that have good hearts all over the world. It means ending the insanity of war. We're going to need a military, and hopefully the military can take on the role of being peacekeepers instead of warmongers. That's a change that is absolutely necessary if we are to move out of the old age into the age of Aquarius, and a change of consciousness, a change of awareness, a change of rulership in the world, a change of focus for humanity. I mean, some people think I'm nuts to believe in such idealistic things, but I've always been an idealist since I was a kid, as I've said in many videos. And that idealism hasn't died, and I do not want to die myself. I mean, I just simply don't want to continue to live in a world that is run by an element of individuals who are rapists and liars and murderers and break every natural law in the book. And natural law is higher than any laws and rules that our fake governments put in power. Drake said in the interview that I just heard with David Wilcock that we're going to be returning to the original Constitution, and everything after the original 13th Amendment, which forbid those that held titles of nobility from holding public office. Everything from that, the original 13th Amendment back, will remain in effect. Everything after that will be erased. I don't know what that's going to do to the election of Trump. I don't know what role Trump is going to play, if any. I don't know what the future is going to look like specifically, but I'd like to see the changes that have been promised for a long time, that I've recognized most of my life, even though there's been tweaking and fine-tuning of how I describe things. It will be peace on earth, and we will finally be put on a road where we can love one another. As I've said in other videos even recently, that is the key. That is the central core of everything that is true and everything that is real. And everything else is BS. And we've got to get beyond it. Now, I did watch earlier today one of the videos of people's reaction to to Trump getting elected. First, it showed a bunch of news broadcasts saying he didn't have a chance, and going back, from when he first entered the race, and nobody gave him any chance of being elected. And then when he was actually elected and beat Hillary, the expressions on people's faces were priceless in many cases, that they actually showed of how staggered in disbelief these people were, that the American people were awake enough to put somebody in office that was not part of the political establishment. Now, what that's going to mean for U.S. people in the future, I don't know. But I consider that I'm living at a time that there's major transition taking place, and I'm looking at my life changing fairly dramatically next year. Nothing is set in stone at this point, but I am, as I said, leaning strongly toward relocating to some other southern state in the United States. I have some possibilities. I've communicated with some people that I know in some other states, and how things will play out, I'm not sure at this point, but the doors are open for me to get a life and hopefully develop a community that people that I can be myself and actually communicate with people that are not trying to fight me and tell me I'm stupid, and tell me how ridiculous my ideas are of having a world that actually is based on spiritual principles of loving your neighbor. That's the main one. But freedom of speech and just the things that are necessary to make our lives meaningful and purposeful. I want that for all of us. And the only ones that don't deserve that are the ones that don't want to allow everybody to have it. And because they don't want everybody to have it, they shouldn't have it either. There are no elite beings. There are no prime personalities that have the right to rule. There is no God-given natural right to rule. That has been superimposed by demons and liars and fabricators who have created a world system that has endured far much longer than it should, millennia even. And it's time for that millennia to come to an end and a new millennia to come into place, the age of Aquarius that we've all heard about and that there's been songs about from the end of the 20th century, the last part of the 20th century. We are the dawning of the age of Aquarius. May that age of Aquarius be something that we actually experience, and may that continue to grow in our consciousness, and not just our consciousness, but our actual experience. May we experience peace on earth and goodwill toward all men. Thank you for listening. Namaste.